Okay, welcome to Jazzy Tuesday. We are, let's see, waiting for a couple people to join, and then we'll get started. So, if you are tuning in for the first time, Jazzy Tuesday is just a weekly reminder to, if you haven't, make a little music, make a little jazz, find some songs, hi Miranda. Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah, cool. All right, so like I said, this is just your weekly reminder to make a little jazz. I am, hi. And Jason's here, yeah. Hey, oh man, cool. Okay, so I've been thinking about what I wanted to practice today, but I think a couple weeks ago, I just made some jazz. Like I just played some songs and danced around, and that felt really good. And so I want to start with that because I have some things that I've been practicing this week, and I have some things that I've been trying to put into a class and put into some choreographies. And at some point, it feels like a lot of hey, cool. Thanks for joining. Okay, I promise I'll stop waving and actually finish a sentence. Where was I? Just making some jazz, you know? That feels really good, and that's what's gonna make this a sustainable thing to do. I think just making choreography and filming things is a little... doesn't feel like jazz, doesn't feel as authentic as much as I sometimes hate that word. It doesn't feel as good. So what I want to do is I want to just start with that and see what comes out of it. Because I've been thinking about in these classes and these choreographies things that I really do believe in and value and want to think more about, like, you know, making what does it mean to make some honest jazz? How do you say something with your jazz? That's the point. But at some point, I think talking about that and choreographing that has felt a little preventative of me actually participating in what I'm talking about. So I think this might be a lot of me playing some music and grooving and just trying to find my groove. And that's kind of what I'm feeling I need today. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing, so I'm not quite sure how much Facebook is gonna be happy with me playing music. Apparently you are not allowed to provide a music listening experience. I forget the exact wording, but Facebook's being weird about music, even if you have permission to use it. I've been using music from musician friends who have given me explicit permission to play their music, but that might still not be allowed for some reason. Hi, Jean-Michel. Oh, good to see ya. So we'll see how long that lasts. If Facebook is like, you can't do that, I might have to just like play music really quietly. I have some backup plans starting in October. Oh, so I can still play music? Well, they still got mad at me. I have time. I'm not sure I do, because they got mad at me 2 Jazzy Tuesdays ago for playing music. I don't know. Miranda is saying you still got time. We're gonna hope for the best, but that's what's up. So I've been dancing for a little while now, so I'm feeling pretty warm. I'm not gonna do a warm-up, and I'm just gonna hop into, I think I'll hop around to a couple different albums, but I wanna start with Bye Bye Blackbird that I was just playing and dancing around to from Paisha's album called The Inspirational Beats Tops. Tops is the name of the album, and Inspirational Beats is the band. And they also, I just realized, I looked them up on Bandcamp, and they have an album called Roots. I just think that's so clever. They have vegetable puns, and yeah, it's a good time. So anyway, I'm just gonna groove out to Bye Bye Blackbird and see what happens. good. Good and dizzy. I'm tired. Yeah, good. That felt like jazz. Hey, Simon. Cool, good to see ya. Okay, I'm gonna catch my breath for a moment. That felt nice. I'm kind of digging the practice starting with just noodling, just making stuff up. I used to be like, I'm gonna make a list. I used to make lists. Like I still have these little pieces of paper. They float up every now and again, especially when I clean things. I find these lists of like, this is everything I need to get done in practice, and it's kind of boring. I mean, it's important. I think that's good for some time. Oh, thank you. Francis, hi. I just got applause for having lists. That's nice. Wow, thanks. I think they have their place. I think I've been operating with a lot of lists recently pertaining to jazz. So right now it feels really good to not have a list, to just discover what's gonna happen. Because I feel like having a list is a little bit like when I was a baby dancer, I had a list of expectations for having a good dance with for myself. Expectations of myself for how to have a good dance with a person who was perceived to be better at dancing than me, and I had to meet all these expectations. And if I didn't do it, then what? Was I a bad dancer? Probably not. I mean, was I a good dancer? Nah, I'm still working on that. But I think having a lot of expectations has its place, and having no expectations also has its place. Being able to discover some jazz feels really good. And you know, I keep coming back to thinking about jazz, trying to think about jazz more like a musician as I try to learn more things about music, which boy, is it a slow process. But you know, I think there's a place for scales, there's a place for lists, and just as there's a place for improvisation in jazz, at least. I don't know much about other kinds of music. I still don't know that much about jazz music. But just as there's a place for improvisation, there's a place for just noodling. So we're doing a lot of noodling today. So I'm gonna dance to another song. I haven't picked that song yet, so maybe I should have done that while I've been chatting. But I think I'm gonna do one more from Inspirational Beats Tops, and then I wanna do one from Jen Hodges' new album that she's releasing October 2nd? I don't remember. She has an event, I think, that I will link to when I'm done with Jazzy Tuesday. But if you haven't heard of Jen Hodge, soon you will. I'm gonna play some of her music. But first, one more song. I'm gonna actually hop over to, so we played one song from Tops. I'm gonna play a song from Roots by the Inspirational Beats. Beats is spelled B-E-E-T-S. I think that's important information. And that song is, yeah, I'm gonna do, wait, what is it? Which one? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna dance to All of Me by the Inspirational Beats from Roots this time. Here we go. Woo.
Oh
got a plug in my computer. And my plug-in is tangled in my headphones. Cool. Ugh, I'm tired again. You know? Oh, all right. Yeah, I feel like I've been dancing kind of a lot during quarantine, and somehow I still feel like, every time I try to actually dance, I just get so tired so fast. All right. Oh, we got folks joining. Thanks for coming. So I want to dance to another song. Well, I guess I want to hang out with Jen Hodges' new album a little bit, and I just want to hang out with I thought something would come up, maybe an idea that I'd want to explore a little bit more or something, but I'm just having a lot of fun making some jazz, so I think I'm going to keep doing that. I'm interested. I mean, last week that interest hasn't gone away. The interest in having more percussive steps, I still like that. I'm still trying to put that in my dancing. I have, I feel like I made a little bit of progress on those weird boogie backs with the going in between triplets and normal quarter notes, eighth notes, quarter notes, yeah, whatever. And that feels good. And I think finding more little like jazz bites like that feels good. I also like going back and forth on the left and the right between, I have called these, well, this, this pattern, crossover Charleston for a long time. I can't remember where I got that name, but someone else called it run on the log. So I don't know which one's right, but I like going between the left and the right side. Because once again, it makes the emphasis change, and I guess I'm into that right now. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. I don't know how I feel about this weird like kick. Whatever. It doesn't have to happen that way. So anyway, if nothing else, that I found that mildly interesting, and I'm gonna dance to. I'm gonna look at a song list and then make a decision. But if you haven't checked out Jen Hodges' new album, I absolutely would recommend it. It's called Girl in the Groove. And I think we'll dance to Earthquake Drill because I really like that one. Yeah, let's do it. those 4.5-minute songs. Oh, I'm so tired. That was fun. I like that song. Man, every time though, every time I play that song, I'm like, oh, this song. Yeah, might be my favorite. Anyway, Jen Hodge knows how to swing it. So one last plug, go check her album out. I'm feeling like maybe doing one more song. The next song that was gonna play is a really slow one, so maybe I'll do that. It's just about 5 minutes, so that'll put us at 8:30. Maybe before I do that, next week, normal. Everything's normal. Normal. That includes Stretchy Thursdays. And if you don't know about Stretchy Thursdays, it's a weekly reminder to stretch, kind of like this. You can do what I do or not do what I do, or think really hard about stretching, and that counts for a lot, I think. And that happens at 12:30 PST. But after next week, the week after next, I'm gonna be on the East Coast for a little while, and I would really like to do Jazzy Tuesday in a way that still feels respectful to the people that I'm staying with. So I think I'm gonna have to move it to an earlier time, because 8 + 3 = bedtime, and I'm not sure what that means. So anyway, if you are a person who likes to come to Jazzy Tuesdays and you have a suggestion, just shoot me a message, because I would like to still have it be accessible to the folks who have been coming. And I think, just a few hours earlier, my first thought was like, I'll just keep it the same time, but East Coast time. But then that means it's at 5 p.m. and a lot of people are still at work sometimes. I don't know. What is work? Anyway, let me know. I'm gonna dance to one more song and then wrap things up. But that is sort of the announcement of the day. Also, I have a Patreon. If you like these things that I do and you feel like supporting things that I do and also getting more things that I do, you can go check me out on Patreon. I'm not hard to find. I'm just Bailey McCulley. My normal old name, the name that's up there. Well, I guess on Instagram I'm Snaily Bailey, but Bailey McCulley on Patreon. I got all kinds of stuff up there. I do goofy stuff and classy stuff, by which I mean dance classes, kind of classes, and I do choreography projects, and I do, I almost said tacos, but they're not tacos. Well, they are tacos. Anyway, I do a monthly podcast. So if you want more information about my Patreon, just ask me. I would be more than happy to tell you about it. But in the meantime, let's do one more song. And oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty. That's maybe a good sign, but I'm not super happy about it. Okay, let's do it. Rose, what? Hi. Okay, one last song. This one is, okay, maybe I'm gonna change my mind and we'll do I Got Rhythm, because this is a cool version. Okay, I Got Rhythm from Jen Hodges, Girl in the Groove. Is it gonna play? Maybe?
Days may be sunny.
Just a cool intro. We gotta bring out the voice.
Don't need what money can buy. Birds in their trees sing their days full of sun.
good and out of breath. Hey, Amy. Oh, good to see you. So I think that brings us to the half hour, a little past, and brings me to the end of my breath. So I'm gonna wrap things up. Like I said, I have a Patreon if you feel like supporting the things that I'm doing. Jazzy Tuesday is always here, whether or not people pay me or not. And if you feel like stretching with me, Thursdays at 12:30 Pacific time. And that's, I think, the end. So thanks for joining. I hope you are finding some time and some ways to make some jazz wherever you are. And if you are practicing something, I really love hearing about what people are practicing. So yeah, if you feel like sharing with me, or especially if you're like, hey, I'm practicing this and it doesn't make any sense, could you help? I'm more than happy to take some suggestions for what to do here on Jazzy Tuesday. So see you next week. And then, like I said, if you have suggestions for times for when I'm going to be on the East Coast, I would love to hear it, because 11 p.m. East Coast time is probably not going to work. So next week, normal. After that, stay tuned. So thanks for joining, everybody, and I'll see you next week.